Hello, my name is Ségolène. It is the second video on cost categories. In this video, I will talk about the external expertise and services cost category, equipment and infrastructure and works. So let's begin with external expertise and services. Under this cost category, you should plan all the services that are needed to implement the project activities, but that come out of the partner organization. An important program recommendation to have in mind is that this cost category should not exceed more than 50% of the total budgets, because the main beneficiaries of the project should remain the project partners. Then it is also important that all the costs that you plan are linked to activities planned in the work plan. So in practice, to plan your external expertise and services cost, you will have to go in section F.2 of the application form, and you will have to provide more information. First of all, you will have to indicate who is the contracting partner. Then you will also have to indicate the total amount of the service, and you will have to select among a list of predefined types of costs. If you don't know which type of cost you should select, and if you simply want to know more, then you can have a look at a dedicated video on this topic, which is available on our website. So then in practice, you will have to select a predefined type of cost, and for most of the type of cost, the description box will be pre-filled. Then if the description is editable, please be as precise as possible. So now back to more general advice. So if you have people working on the project but are not directly employed by the partner organization, then the cost should be planned under external expertise and services. We know, for example, that some partners rely on in-house staff members to implement the project activities. For these, there are two possibilities. So if the staff are working from an affiliated company who is a complete different legal entity than the partner organization, then the cost should be planned under external expertise and services. However, if by in-house you refer to staff working in an internal department of the partner organization, and that there is no separation of legal entity, then the cost should be planned under staff costs. Let's move to the next cost category, which is equipment. So it is mainly equipment costs for office equipment. So it can be bought, rented or leased. It can be, for example, a laptop for a partner or some software to organize online meetings. So for the equipment cost, it should not exceed 7,000 euros per project if there is no pilot action. However, if there is a pilot action, then we understand that there can be some more specific equipment needed and the total cost can be higher. In practice, to plan your equipment cost, you will have to go in section F.3 of the application form, and you will have to provide more information. So you will have to indicate who is the contracting partner and the total amount of the cost. And you will also have to select in a drop-down menu what is the type of equipment. So it can either be office equipment or pilot action. In case this is office equipment, the description box will be pre-filled, so there's no need to indicate anything else. However, if it is pilot action equipment, the description box will have to be filled with more precise information, so on the equipment needed and on the link with the pilot action activities. So now let's talk about the last cost category, which is infrastructure and works. This is a new cost category for Interreg Europe, and it can be used only when you have a pilot action planned. Based on the experience from our projects who had pilot actions, the pilot action costs could be covered by the equipment or the external expertise and services cost categories. So we expect project partners to use this cost category rather exceptionally, and it can be, for example, to finance some labor costs or materials for some small-scale infrastructures linked to the pilot activities. So you will have to provide more details in the application form. You will have to indicate who is the contracting partner and also indicate the total amount of the cost. Then in the description box, you should explain what are the materials or the labor, for example, the labor works needed for the pilot action. You should also clearly explain what is the link with the pilot activities. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we invite you also to have a look at our program manual to learn more.